Happy TBATE Wednesdays. Unironically, I look forward to every Wednesday because I know that some stupid bullshit's gonna happen with TBATE and the content will continue to make itself. I'm a little bit late on this, but still, there is a new post and it's by Turtle Me himself. Turtle Me 93. Very Korean thing to do, to add the last 2 digits of your birth year at the end of your name. I don't know why people do that in Korea, but they do that. So he's born in 1993, so I guess he's like 32. Light novel historian also made a tweet about it. Basically, he just copy pasted this, essay that he's posted. And I want to do my due diligence and actually read it through to see what's going on with him. With the anime adaptation of TBATE having reached its 3rd week and SakuraCon approaching, I felt it necessary for me to speak up in hopes to quell any misunderstanding making the rounds. Okay, misunderstandings. I want to start out by thanking all of you. Things have gotten loud, for lack of a better word. Yeah, there's a lot of noise going on. And I sincerely was touched by the heartfelt messages I've received. The heartfelt messages probably are like, bro, are you alright? Are you doing well? I'm sorry for your loss. It's probably those kind of messages. It means a lot to me that throughout the near decade of writing TBATE, the story has amassed such a passionate fan base. Damn. He's been doing this shit for nearly 10 years, huh? So from his 20 into his early 30s, this has been his life work, which makes it sound even more fucked up what Studio 8 doing to it. Coming from a time where I was sitting in a corner of cafe writing the novel by myself for myself, it's obvious just how large TBATE has gotten. I'm no longer just responsible for myself, but for my team members, the partners associated with my work, as well as my readers. And with each iteration of TBATE, where more and more people are involved, it comes its own unique set of challenges and intricacies. The anime adaptation has been a huge learning experience, collaborating in an industry with so many different people across Tapas, Studio 8 and Crunchyroll, who all bring their own unique vision of what TBATE anime could be. Okay. Do you guys smell the bullshit here? And I'm not blaming Turtle Me for this. He can't say what he's truly feeling. He is under, most likely, an NDA, some sort of contractual obligation that prevents him from speaking ill of his sponsors. But here's the best part about me. As a random monkey, as a man-child that's just yapping about anime from my little apartment, I don't got sponsors, bro. You, my audience, my monkeys, you guys are my sponsors. And I'm able to tell you exactly what's going on. No bullshit. So, this basically translates to Tapas, Studio 8 and Crunchyroll fucked me. The unique vision is them seeing your work as a very successful story that could be milked for money by putting in the least amount of resources and getting the most out of it. That's what the unique vision here is. Come on now. Let's not act like these shitty ass companies who have robbed you for everything have any vision for this project. At the end of the day, there will always be creative differences in the room. But I really do believe that everyone is coming at it with their best efforts and intentions. They didn't have a sponsor last year. That was affiliate marketing for Sakura Co. and Tokyo Treat, which I decided to stop doing because affiliate marketing, especially if you're Patreon, you're basically directly competing your audience. Like the value proposition for these treat boxes compared to my Patreon, it's stupid. It's pointless. It's a waste of time. Anyways, I learned in the anime industry, it's very rare for the creator to have a say in deciding the ins and outs when it comes to the inception of an anime. This is a growing point for me since I was so used to having control over everything regarding TBATE. After all, for the novel, I am the one writing it. For the comic, I oversee every single round. When TBATE was optioned for an anime, I realized there were millions of moving parts before production could even begin. Oftentimes, the best products are an amalgamation of passion, hard work, and luck from a strong and dedicated team. And that's true, absolutely correct. But guess what? Studio 8 they are not anything compared to passion, hard work, and strong, dedicated team. The really fucked up thing, and I don't know how true this is someone told me that the first 2 episodes of TBATE was straight up outsourced. What is that logic? Studio ACAT launching their highly anticipated project decided to outsource the episodes? Are you serious? Like, this isn't even middle of the latest episode was outsourced as well, so all 3 episodes outsourced, huh? And the reason that I bring this outsourcing is usually when you're outsourcing shit, it usually means that there are schedule issues going on. There's not enough resources. You need to make these deadlines. Therefore, you start outsourcing, right? Rather than, basically having a well-planned schedule. They fucked up from the beginning. So when Turtle Me said, oh, I hope that, the director was in conversation with me, and I thought that Studio ACAT and the director, they believe in the story and they're going to go all out. What kind of fucking all out company would outsource the first 3 episodes? That doesn't even make any sense. So it's so clear as day that, again, they robbed him, did him dirty, fucked him over. They couldn't have even catfished the people from the beginning. You could have had the common decency to literally show us some Ninja Kamui shit. Or episode 1, people are like, oh my god, what is this? Yo, this is kind of peak. And then you see the true colors, right? They couldn't even afford to do that. From right off the gate, they were like, we ain't even trying. We're not even working on this anymore. So fucked up. But as with anything you love, whether it's your pet, your story, or even your child, when faced with challenges, you don't wish for it to be gone and have a do-over. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Redo this shit, bro. Subaru style. We need to return by death TBATE, bro. We need to cancel this shit. I think maybe he's talking about the, what's it called? The petition. Maybe he's heard of the petition. I don't think the petition's gonna do anything. Dude, everyone is begging for the anime to get restarted. Please do it. Please restart the project. Drop this shit and make a somebody, please. You support it through the difficult times and push it up so that it can become something you can cherish because of all the trials and tribulations you've overcome together. But here's the thing. This sounds honestly quite romantic. Never giving up. Seeing it through. No matter how scuffed the original project may be, there's a lot of people pouring their heart into this series. They're not. And therefore, we should cherish the good times and the bad times. That's fucking stupid. And he probably don't believe this shit. I don't know if he does. In my opinion, no one is actually putting any effort into this. Your work is being treated not even as a side hoe. You're like 9th in the queue list of priority to these companies, in my opinion. And again, at this point, we have so many data, right? That 3 episodes, the first 3 episodes outsourced, come on. And not even that, we don't even need to know that. Just look at the episode yourself. You're gonna tell me that that is the byproduct of labor and passion? No one cares about this project. We're all laughing at it because we're basically coping at this point. And I think it should be redone. There's nothing to cherish here. This is pure copium to think that we should see this through. Hell no. You're tarnishing your legacy. And he doesn't deserve this. When we first adapted TBATE into a webcomic, it was just me and Fuyuki23 along with other editors. At the time, because of the limited resources, we were only able to put out episodes that were roughly 30 to 50 panels long, which was considered well below the industry standard. Complaints came in about this, but in the end, the support that it ultimately garnered allowed our team to grow and be able to improve despite the obstacles that came our way. Okay, cool. You got a nice team. Fuyuki23 left recently due to underpay and the manhwa art took a nosedive. Oh, shit. Yo, we need Fuyuki23 to come tweet. He needs to make a post. A twit longer, bro. And the twit longer title will be my experience with Turtle Me and TBATE. Oh, nuclear drama, bro. Oh my god. Anyways, we're going into fan fiction territory right now. Let's focus. Finish this paragraph off. As the author of TBATE, one who has spent 10 years writing almost 2 million words of this story, I hope you'll believe me when I say I want nothing but the best for this story. If you truly believe this, then you would not say this. You can't tell me 3 weeks in that you think that the team working on this shit has any level of dedication or love to your story. They are disrespecting your magnum opus. They're getting away with it. And you licking their boots because you're contractually obligated, right? Obviously, you can't talk shit like me. This doesn't do you any favors. Like, it looks to me that you're going the high road. But at the same time, if you truly cherished and loved your story, why would you be fine with this mediocre garbage? I just don't understand. Whatever feelings you have for the anime, I am thankful. Also, here's another aspect of this too. There's a lot of, in these comments and in TurtleMe's comments, I've noticed that there's a lot of implied messaging by saying other people are now on board. It's not just about me, you know? There's many different people whose livelihoods are at stake because of this project. For example, let's say the director and the animators, you know, working at Studio ACAT. And I have empathy towards the animators who have no say in this and they're just basically given cheap work to do and they're just basically struggling to meet the deadline. It's not their fault. It's the producer's fault. But at the end of the day, they are all still to blame, like straight up. You really gonna like basically you want to like protect their paychecks? Fuck them. Why respect them like that when they have not respected you? That's not like your obligation either. That's not your responsibility to make sure that everyone like working on this anime project is like fed and housed. Let's just be completely brutally honest here. If the team working on this was able to only provide this quality of work, I say go fuck yourself. I'll burn the house down myself and just leave. Whatever feelings you have for the anime, I'm thankful for all the people behind the scenes who have given me this opportunity. And I'm thankful for all of you for helping me make this happen in the first place. You've stuck through TBATE at its highest and lows. And we are at the lowest in my opinion. And so I ask you for your support now. Please continue being the rock that gave TBATE the time and chance to be where it's today. I'm not asking you to like something you don't, but please be respectful and set an example in the vast ocean that is the internet. What do you mean respectful here? Many creators think of their fan base as a double-edged sword. But as the one who is fortunate to be wielding this sword, I know that it all starts with acknowledging and respecting both blades. You can't honestly do this. Well, you can, but like, you're the one that's gonna go down, captain of the ship by yourself. Like, why are we doing this respect both sides bullshit argument? Nobody here is blaming TurtleMe. I mean, nobody is hating on TurtleMe. There is definitely fault of him not doing due diligence and deciding to go with Studio ACAT without even doing research of what works they've worked on and being, like, I guess, smooth talked by the director that's working on this from Studio ACAT. But, like, I don't think they deserve any respect. I think that Crunchyroll, Tapas, and Studio ACAT, they straight up deserve all the fucking shit that they should be getting. And for TurtleMe to, and this is obviously such a PR statement. Again, he can't talk shit. And maybe he's such a noble and humble guy. Like, this is some villain saga shit where we're supposed to be like, I have no enemies. But you know what? I think it's very clear who the enemies are. And it's these motherfuckers right here. They literally took your work, decided to make the cheapest investment into it, trying to milk the most money out of it, and now you're on your knees licking their fucking boots saying respect them, trying to go the high road. And it pisses me off because he can't say anything about it. I'm literally getting mad on behalf of TurtleMe. You know what I mean? And who am I to project my viewpoints and opinions onto the author? He can do whatever he wants. But I'm just saying, if I was in his shoes, bro, fuck this. I'd be burning all bridges. But then again, it's easy for me to say, right? When you burn bridges like that, especially in the anime industry, is it likely that you're gonna have any, future prospects? Maybe there is an outcome that's even worse than what's happening here if TurtleMe crashed out. Know what I'm saying? So in that aspect, this is a very responsible and level-headed, I guess, response to the cries of the fan base. But goddamn, sometimes it's nice to have somebody just fucking scream the brutal, raw honesty that everyone is thinking, but they just can't fucking say. Where were we? Every decision I make regarding TBATE, I make with the intent of respecting myself and all the time and tears I spent writing it. That's honestly hard for me to believe, considering you're saying, lick the fucking boots right now, kiss the ring. Respecting those supporting me in an unfamiliar industry. They're not supporting you. They're fucking vultures eating your carcass right now. And respecting you all in the hopes that whatever is made could be something you like. I'm only human. Not every one of my decisions may play out perfectly. For example, the decision to go with Studio ACAT. But believe me, when I say that I respect you, my fans, for your dedication and support for TBATE, I'm still very much going to SakuraCon, and I can't wait to meet those who can make it so I can share a small special announcement with you all. Imagine that small special announcement is him crashing out. He's like, you know what? I signed the petition too. And this is so fucking sad. This entire response is just, it sounds like Crunchyroll and Tapas and Studio ACAT has a fucking gun to his head saying, read this statement. Calm the fans down that's crying about it. I think that everybody should be out there with fucking their pitchforks saying TBATE deserves better. And for the creator himself to come out with such a cucked statement, it kills me inside. But again, it's very easy for us to get mad and to want to crash out. But what you don't understand is there's many different things that goes on behind the scenes. You can't just crash out. You can't just burn bridges, especially when you're in the position of Turtle Me right now. If you were to crash out and slander Crunchyroll, Tapas, Studio ACAT, how does that look in the industry, right? You're not going to have future opportunities anymore. And that outcome, in my opinion, is probably worse than having TBATE the anime right now. So that's honestly my take, that he is fuming inside, but he's going the high road because there could be a worse outcome. Let's read some of the comments. We're just cooking and eating. Such an amazing story. It truly sucks to see not getting deserves. Coming at it with their best effort and intentions. Here we go. Here we go. Mikey, you're right. ACAT outsourced both episode 1 and 2 and 3 now to a Chinese studio. I have the utmost respect for your Turtle Me, and we understand you can't really speak your mind, obviously, while you sign with Tapas, but there is no effort being put in. Completely true. You're asking us to cherish the anime, but I just don't see it getting better. We know the staff working on it and know what they're capable of just from looking at their track record. True. Literally one Google search would have shown you how many mid-garbage anime Studio ACAT has produced. That being said, I would love to be proven wrong and happy that you've acknowledged the voice of your fans. This comment is so on point. Like, at the heart of it, the fundamental argument is you need to respect the people working on this because they're giving it their all, is what he said. That's bullshit. Everyone can see that it's absolute fucking bullshit, bro. I love Tapas. They cost us Fuyuki 23, gave us a long hiatus that killed the webcomic hype, and now the anime is a meme so big that even other fandoms are mocking us. Let me repeat, so I don't get banned or censored. I love Tapastic. I think there's some this is some other drama, right? With Tapas, the actual platform. 17 more replies. Sure. Blah 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 blah. It's honestly such a shame that an anime I've been excited for years, as in I've been hoping like crazy that we'd one day get an adaptation, turned out to be something I don't even want to watch. It's embarrassing to have to backtrack after years of telling friends. If we ever get a TBATE anime, it could open up doors to manga webtoons adaptations taking over. Well, honestly, you don't have to worry too much about that. Solo Leveling has already got you covered in that front. Now I have to say, it really is good, trust me. The story is great despite how it looks, which breaks my heart a bit. I'm still a fan of the series no matter what, but first Tower of God, true, Tower of God got butchered, and now TBATE. Which of my favorites is going to be brutalized next? ORV. No. ORV is going to get soul leveling treatment. ORV will get soul leveling treatment. Cope. Come on, let's cope. This is such a long ass fucking comment. I don't want to read this. Any other fun ones? Any other fun ones? Blink twice if you're being held at gunpoint. That's what I said, bro. It seemed like he was supposed to read a PR statement, you know, forced. Personally, I think while it's unfortunate that the anime is the way it is, we should still have the manga in the novel. It's not like all hope is lost. You, the author, you're still here with us. Just keep doing good work on the book like you always have until you finish it. Keep up the consistency. Gotta admit, it only takes 20 seconds to realize ACAT was a bad idea and it shouldn't have even been considered signing in the first place. Absolutely true. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. His logic was, oh, a small studio. I bet they have less projects going on so they can focus everything into, this anime project. That's not how that shit works. We not asking for perfection, we're asking for effort. Exactly. I'm just asking for someone to try, right? I'm not asking for peak. I'm not asking for soul leveling levels of success. I'm just asking for a fucking working product, bro. And to see that, you know what? They clearly do lack the talent and the scheduling. But to me, I can tell that they put some effort into it. It feels like they're actually trying. And maybe this is like a 7.5 out of 10 anime. That would have been a working product. This is not that case. Calling this anime learning experience feels like a generous way to describe a low effort cash grab. Yes, it is a low effort cash grab. Studio ACAT is not fucking trying. They are literally looting this guy. Like this is the most fucked up thing. Turtle Me is getting looted. He is literally getting robbed. And then he's saying, we should thank the robbers. We should respect the robbers. At least they're not trying, bro. You are literally getting ganked. But I'm sure you understand that too. Let's read some tweets. This is the same stuff. Basically, Light Novel Historian tweeted the paragraph essay, the response. I just want to see if there's any fun responses. No one has anything against Turtle Me or his story. We love it. Yep. It's Studio ACAT and Crunchyroll everyone against and butchering this anime. Absolutely true. I feel like y'all didn't read this. One of his major concerns was that if he chose a different studio, there's a high chance that the project would have been abandoned after a while, or there would be an effort, a lot of content skipped. Kind of like what's happening with ReZero. Shut the fuck up, Pingu. No. I listened to the interview, and I heard his logic. And the logic was, again, small studio. They don't have a lot of projects going. They can focus everything into the project. Have you ever wondered why there's still a small studio? Just think about this for a second. Have you ever wondered that maybe Studio ACAT is still a small studio because they just fucking suck? That all they have is resumes of shit mid-anime and no talent wants to work there? Have you ever thought about that? I guarantee you, if JC staff, I'm not even like, and no disrespect to JC staff, but JC staff is a perfect example considering how many different anime projects that they juggle. And you can clearly see differentiating qualities in animes like Railgun and Danmachi. And then there's like the tier below, which is like Mao 2099, which happened just last season. And then a tier below that could be like maybe Do Over Damsel, right? They have so many projects that they're juggling. I guarantee you JC staff, while juggling 3 other fucking animes, could have made a better anime than what Studio ACAT's doing. And what the fuck is this logic? You really gonna sit here and say what we're getting right now is better than Studio White Fox with ReZero cut content? How does this make any fucking sense? Are you insane? Like, you really gonna bring up, ReZero's getting a bunch of content cut out? Dude, that is so trivial. The quality of ReZero anime is still fucking godlike from Studio White Fox. I would take every fucking day cut content and good anime. But guess what we're getting right now? We're literally getting content cut. Like, I'm pretty sure we are getting skipped content and the anime is bad. This is such a fucking terrible, ignorant take. Everyone isn't unaware of this. People are very aware. It's just that this is a very terrible, precedence to be setting. That, smaller studios can basically work on something better. That's clearly not the case. It doesn't matter. MAPPA can be just working their animators to the fucking bones. They're not be able to see their family, but guess what? They can at least still bring out godlike content out of it, right? Just because you're a small studio doesn't mean that the content's gonna be good. Again, remember, maybe Studio ACAT's still a small studio after all these years because nobody wants to fucking work there because it's a literal fucking factory It is honestly like a sweatshop just to pump these shitty ass animes to put the least amount. It's a cash grab studio. You know what? I'll maybe check out the manga. Good for you. Let's see. Turtle Me admits that he had no real control over the anime. It's very rare for the creator to have to say anything combined with creative differences and the quality, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I mean, it also sucks that, like, remember in the interview that, like, apparently Turtle Me would have a lot of, like, collaborative efforts overseeing the project. Like, I'm pretty sure he did say that, oh, you know, Studio 8 and director, they'll be closely working with me. Doesn't sound like that at all. Because, again, the first 3 episodes got fucking... it still got fucking outsourced. He's being respectful as he can, standing by the path he's chosen. And sometimes, and you're right, he is being respectful. But you know what else is being respectful? Bending your fucking knee and licking the boots of the people that's robbing you. You can say there's respect there, but I don't think you're respecting yourself. You are respecting the people that's fucking you over, trying to go the high road. Where's the self-respect? He can't. He's contractually obligated to not say anything bad. Standing by the path he's chosen, sometimes you need to leave that path and go a different route. Double downing on one path is not noble. It's fucking stupid sometimes. That's pretty much it, bro. I'm just getting more mad just reading this shit. And I'm not mad at Turtle Me. I'm mad at the situation that he's put in. That he can't say what he actually wants to say. He's completely cooked. He can't do anything about it. It's out of his control. And now he has to take the high road out because there could be an outcome that's even worse if he crashed out like me and basically burned the bridges in the anime industry. Fucking sucks, bro. But you know what? I'll still watch the anime. And we'll still laugh at it. And we'll probably still have a decent time. See you next time.